Good evening, everybody. I just wanted to go through some stuff that I've been doing to make a couple extra bucks. Um, I used to do this about 10 years ago, and now I'm back at it. And I essentially what I do is just sell books online on places like eBay and Amazon. I visit places like libraries, garage sales, even Goodwill, and I use an app called BookScouter. Now, BookScouter is pretty cool little app, and what it does is tell me if wholesalers are interested in the book. I just can scan the ISBN number, and boom, have that information lickety split. Anyway, so if they're interested in it, well, then I become very interested in it, and I pick them up and then put them out there on eBay and see what happens. Now, a couple things I've added on this go around, is I created this little program. I've been teaching myself Bash script, and this is three little records that I got. The first one is called Books, and what it does is just clear the screen and asks me right up front, did I buy books or did I sell a book? If I bought a book, I just punch in B. Of course, this is a expense event, which I put in here, necessary evil. If you don't have books, you can't sell books. Where did I pick up these books? I'm just going to punch in some random zip codes here. I just want to identify the city that I visited. How much did I spend? Let's say I spent $10 on books. A lot of times at the libraries, you can get them for 50 cents or even $1 a book, which is a great deal when you're selling them for 5, 10, and up. I recently went to Goodwill and spent $3 on a book. The wholesalers are willing to spend $22 for that book. Some of the things I go after is like textbooks and nonfiction and things that tell you how to do stuff. And but BookScouter is usually where I go on whenever I buy this. So in this case, I spent $10 on a bunch of books. I don't really specify how many books or whatever. I'm just looking for overall what I spend. So it gives me an opportunity to say yes or no. Is this correct? So this time, yeah, I spent $10, negative $10. Then it repeats the program. Let's say I'm selling a book this time. Of course, it's an income event. So I scan an ISBN number here. I have a little scanner, a little $10 scanner I got off of Amazon. Makes it super easy, and I don't have any errors. Who sells it? We're going to call this guy David. And usually I put his last name there too. But, that this is just an example. The buyer zip code, let's call it 14567. Yeah, that's 5 digits. Press enter. What did I sell it for? Let's say I sold it for $5. So this just punches in there. It shows a summary, who bought it, zip code, $5. Is this correct? Yes. And then, continues on repeat. If you have sold a bunch of books, you can just punch them all in here all at once, or as you go. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump out of this. As mentioned before, I made some other little things. The record.csv right there is, I'll show you that here in a second, but I'm going to use this script that I wrote, this pretty underscore csv .sh file, to actually show you that. It lays it out nice and neat. Actually, I'll show you here real quick. That's what a CSV file looks like. All of the commas are like the next cell in a spreadsheet program. With this pretty CSV script I wrote, it lines it up super nice. I'm going to clear my screen and then do it again. so you can kind of see what it looks like. Shows the date, buy, sell, zip code, who the buyer was, ISBN number. You may notice that all those are pretty much the same because this is just an example, and then the totals. Now, when a Excel or another spreadsheet program looks at a CSV file, it lays it all nice and neat, and you'll be able to show you a sum if you hover over the, or rather, select all of the items in the total. It'll show you usually in the bottom right hand corner the sum of those things. And if you filter this according to year or month or whatever time frame you want, you can then do that, and shows you the sum of what you've done in that particular period. I thought it would be helpful. I'm still working on the part of getting the CSV file over to to the spreadsheet program. This particular instance of Linux is only a command line only, so that's what I'm continuing to work on. If you found this interesting, I would appreciate your comments. That way I can work on doing this better. One neat thing about this that I didn't really show you, I'll go ahead and tell you now. Whenever you, actually I may have shown you, but if you want to draw attention to it, if you log out of this and log back in, I didn't do something right here. Let's try it again. Dang, third time's a charm. There we go. I got it set up so it automatically launches. Now, if I were working on let's say you were wanting to log into this to keep track of your books, I could create your own login information, copy a few files over, and just two of those three scripts, and you'd be able to log in and do this exact same thing from your house, from my machine. I thought that was an interesting concept. Haven't done anything with it yet, but that's something that somebody could do too. So anyway, I just wanted to show that with you, and like I said earlier, if you could put some comments down, I sure would appreciate it. You guys are smart folks, and I think you'd find this useful, but I'd like to make it a little better without being too crazy. And so if you are reselling books, this may be something that would benefit you. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye now.